Over the last few years, we have seen quite a lot of production companies banking for BL series and movies in order to make a name internationally. One of those is GMMTV, which is constantly producing BL shows for the masses, and most of them are for free. In this video, I will be ranking my top 10 BL series from GMMTV out of 22 shows that I have seen from the said company. If you also have your own favorites, don't forget to share it on the comment section below. Before that, some of these BL series might not be available on your country due to geo-blocked restriction. If that's the case, then you might want to sign up to ExpressVPN so you can unlock these geo-blocked BL dramas while also surfing the web safely and anonymously. Use the link on the description below to have 49% discount plus an additional 3 months free of usage if you opt to avail the 12-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number 10. Never Let Me Go. This hasn't finished yet, but this BL grew on me for the past couple of weeks already. It has a different approach compared to most BL shows from the same company, and that's what I like about it. But it also has its own shortcomings, hence it only landed on my 10th spot. There were times when Noong's character is unlikable, and that made me feel a little bit off for this show. On the other hand, I kinda like Ben and Chopper, and for me, they are partly the reason why I am so much invested for it. There's only 3 episodes left, and I hope the story would become even more interesting. Never Let Me Go can be watched on YouTube, and I want TFC. Number 9. Theory of Love. This is my all-time favorite BL series, and I think it deserves my rank 9 spot. Although there are other better shows in terms of technicality, what I really have for Theory of Love is a personal connection with its story. I'm a sucker for unrequited love stories, and for me, this type of show will always have a special place in my heart. Of course, Theory of Love also has its flaws, and it starts with the character of Kai. I will never forget the way he treated Third on the first half of the show, and that's where I wanted the latter to just move on and fall in love with another guy. The sudden change of Kai's emotions was one of the most unrealistic things that happened in the series, but I guess Third's love for him was just stronger. I'm hoping that there would be another series like this again in the future. Theory of Love can be watched on YouTube, Netflix, and I want TFC. Number 8. SOTUS the series. This list won't be completed without the classic SOTUS, and even after 7 years, it's still one of my favorites. Truth be told, if something like SOTUS would be aired today, it won't be as successful as when it was aired back in 2016. The edge of the series compared to the other titles is probably its rewatchability. The enemies to lovers trope in this series was also one of the things that made it so much interesting before. Anyway, this classic BL series will always be part of my journey as a BL fan. SOTUS can be watched on Netflix and YouTube. Number 7. The Eclipse. It's another school-based BL series, but it was also kind of different compared to the others. The first half really got my attention to watch further its story, but the last few episodes were not that great. I felt that the last few episodes were kind of disconnected in terms of the feelings it portrayed. It wasn't that bad, but I guess it was a letdown for those who wanted to have a better finale. Luckily, the chemistry of the actors, especially the main couple, was its greatest strength. The love story was on a bit of rough since the 2 main characters did not get along at first. Anyway, I would be glad to watch a special episode of this series to see my favorite on-screen couples. The Eclipse can be watched on YouTube. Number 6. Vice Versa. One of the most heavily criticized BL series from GMMTV last year was Vice Versa, but I think it's due to misunderstanding. When the trailer of Vice Versa first came out, fans were so ecstatic since its plot was kinda new for the company, but it turned out that the series was focused more on its romantic plot rather than the fantasy genre. At first, I was also kind of disappointed, but as the episodes went by, I was really amazed on how great the chemistry of the main couple. They really did a wonderful job in making me feel in love and lonely at the same time. I hope Jimmy and C's next project would have an even better execution of their chemistry. Vice Versa can be watched on YouTube. Number 5. He's Coming to Me. Another classic series that hit our ranking is no other than He's Coming to Me. Although the rewatchability isn't its strongest, we could definitely say that He's Coming to Me delivered a beautiful love story that we could only imagine. Although I don't want to be associated with ghosts in reality, the two main characters provided a warm feeling with their relationship, and that's something I always find in love stories like this. He's Coming to Me came out as a surprise and I would never forget the twist at the ending. He's Coming to Me can be watched on YouTube and IWantTFC. Number 4. A Tale of Thousand Stars. If there's something that could top He's Coming to Me, I guess that would be A Tale of Thousand Stars. It's another heartwarming BL series and I must say that it did caught my attention the first time I watched its trailer. The series did not disappoint also, since it brought us a delightful couple with earth and mix, paired it with a great storyline and cinematography, and that's perfection. I was only hoping to see more of their love story right after the time skip, but I think we can't help but to wait for its special episode in Our Sky Season 2. A Tale of Thousand Stars can be watched on YouTube and IWantTFC. Number 3. Bad Buddy. I thought that we needed a complicated storyline and plot just to give us something new on the table, but honestly, the only thing we need is a proper execution of the basics. Bad Buddy nailed the casting and I think that's where this series shines the most. The chemistry of Ohm and Nanan is one of the best I have seen for the last 2 years, and their acting performances in the series were also great. I also love the official soundtracks since it was beautifully sung with overflowing emotions. I wish I could watch this series for the first time, but we could only hope for another series with them in the future. Bad Buddy can be watched on YouTube, WeTV, and IWantTFC. Number 2. Not Me the series. What can I say about this series? It's definitely a top tier in terms of everything I could think of. The stories of the couples were greatly done. The plot was executed in an interesting way. The message of social injustices were delivered while also incorporating romance between characters. Although it was reported that the series was underfunded, the output was still one of the best that GMMTV had produced. I'm hoping that there's a continuation of the ending like a special episode, but at least it was a happy ending. Not Me can be watched on YouTube and IWantTFC. Number 1. My School President. This BL is still currently on air, so why did I put this on my number 1? Well, the series is greatly executed and this never fails me to be in a good mood. Everything I see in this series is a pure joy and I would never trade it for a much complicated storyline. The music on this BL is done great and that's one of the best thing this series could offer. I have already anticipated that I would like this series once it airs, but I never thought that this would be this good. Anyway, since it's still currently airing, if the remaining episodes don't do justice for its great storyline, then this series will surely go down in ranking. But for now, this is my current number 1. My School President can be watched on YouTube. Aside from these, I'm also kinda liking the initial episodes of Moonlight Chicken, but since we only have 2 episodes for now, I really can't say much for the future episodes. What GMMTV BL series are your favorites? Thank you for watching. That's it and see you on the next one.